Deep within the uncharted chasms of the Pacific Ocean, a sound, a low-frequency, ultra-powerful bloop. It echoed through the water, a mysterious signal that seemed to come from the very heart of the abyss. This sound, unlike anything ever recorded, sent ripples of curiosity and fear through the scientific community. Scientists puzzled. What could make such a noise? They analyzed the sound waves, compared them to known marine life, and even considered geological activity. But nothing matched. Theories range from giant squids to underwater volcanic activity, but none could fully explain the sheer power and frequency of the bloop. The bloop, a creature of immense size, whispered to exist in the blackest depths. Some believed it to be a remnant of prehistoric times, a leviathan that had survived the eons in the cold, dark waters of the deep ocean. Its existence was a tantalizing mystery, a blend of science and legend. Meanwhile, in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, legends persist. Stories passed down through generations spoke of another colossal being, hidden within the dense foliage and misty canopies. This creature, unlike the bloop, was not a mystery to the indigenous people. It was a guardian, a protector of the jungle. Tales of a serpent, scales shimmering like 1,000 stars, eyes burning with ancient fire. The great Majá, as it was known, was said to be as old as the forest itself. Its presence was both revered and feared, a symbol of the untamed power of nature. The great Majá, a creature of myth and terror, protector of the jungle's soul, it moved silently through the underbrush, its scales catching the light in a dazzling display. To see the Majá was to witness the very spirit of the Amazon, a force of nature that commanded respect and awe. These two behemoths, separated by continents and ecosystems, slumbered. The bloop in its watery abyss, the Majá in its verdant domain. They were unaware of each other, their lives dictated by the rhythms of their respective worlds. Unaware of the other, their paths destined to collide. Forces beyond their understanding were at play, drawing them together. The ocean and the jungle, two vastly different realms, were on a collision course that would shake the very foundations of the natural world. The world, oblivious, went about its day, but something was stirring. Something ancient, something powerful. The whispers from the abyss and the legends of the jungle were about to converge, setting the stage for an epic encounter that would be remembered for generations to come. The bloop, a sound so mysterious it has baffled scientists and enthusiasts alike for decades. Detected in the deep Pacific Ocean, it was louder than any known creature. Was it a giant squid? These elusive creatures, with their massive tentacles and deep-sea habitat, have long been the subject of maritime lore. A colossal whale unknown to science? Whales, the gentle giants of the ocean, still hold many secrets within their vast, unexplored territories. Or something far stranger? Perhaps an ancient sea monster, a relic from a time long forgotten. Mysteries clung to it like barnacles to a sunken ship. Each theory, each story adding another layer to the enigma. The stories whispered by sailors, of ships swallowed whole, of voyages that never returned, fueled the imagination, of whirlpools that defied nature. These tales, passed down through generations, became legends of the deep. Could these be more than just tales? Could there be a grain of truth in the myths? The ocean, vast and largely unexplored, holds many secrets.
The great Majá, on the other hand, was woven into the fabric of the Amazon. This legendary serpent, said to be as old as the rainforest itself, was a symbol of life and death. Tribes spoke of its creation alongside the earth, its presence a constant reminder of the delicate balance of nature, its breath giving life to the rainforest. The great Majá was not just a creature, but a force of nature, its essence intertwined with every living thing in the jungle. Shaman drew its likeness on cave walls, a warning and a prayer. These ancient drawings, preserved through time, tell the story of a creature both feared and revered. Was this creature, this god-serpent, real? Did it once roam the dense foliage of the Amazon, or is it merely a symbol of the mysteries that lie within? Or merely a figment of imagination? The legends of the deep and the jungle remind us of the wonders and mysteries of our world, urging us to explore and understand the unknown.
Humanity, in its insatiable hunger for progress, became the unwitting architect of its own destruction. Deep-sea drilling, a quest for fuel, echoed through the Pacific. The bloop stirred, its slumber disturbed, a primal rage ignited within its immense form.
Simultaneously, deforestation tore through the Amazon. Ancient trees, witnesses to millennia, fell. The great Maya, roused from its slumber, felt the pain of the forest as its own, its eyes, burning brighter than the sun, focused on the source of the destruction: humanity.
The Bloop, a leviathan of the deep, rose from the ocean. Its emergence was like a nightmare come to life, a creature of myth and legend breaking the surface of reality. The ocean seemed to part in reverence, waves cascading off its massive form as it ascended from the abyss. This was no ordinary sea monster, it was a force of nature, an ancient being that had slumbered for eons beneath the waves. Waves crashed against its colossal form, a testament to its raw power. Each wave that struck it seemed to dissolve into mist, unable to withstand the sheer magnitude of the creature. The Bloop's eyes, deep and unfathomable, scanned the horizon as if searching for something, or perhaps someone. The ocean roared in response, a symphony of chaos and awe. It moved with surprising speed, leaving behind a trail of churning water and capsized ships. The sea itself seemed to recoil from its presence, creating whirlpools and eddies in its wake. Ships that had once sailed peacefully were now tossed about like toys, their crews struggling to comprehend the enormity of the beast that had disrupted their voyage. The Bloop was a harbinger of chaos, a living storm. The great Majá, a living tapestry of emerald scales and iridescent feathers, emerged from the rainforest. Its appearance was a stark contrast to the Bloop, a creature of the land adorned in nature's most vibrant hues. The rainforest seemed to come alive with its presence, the air thick with the scent of earth and foliage. The great Majá was a guardian of the forest, a symbol of life and renewal. Trees bowed before its immense form, their leaves rustling in fear and awe. The forest seemed to whisper secrets to the great Majá, guiding its path through the dense underbrush. Each step it took was deliberate, its movements a dance of grace and power. The creatures of the forest watched in silent reverence, aware that they were in the presence of something truly extraordinary. It moved with a sinuous grace, its eyes fixed on its target. The great Majá was not just a creature of beauty. It was a predator, a force to be reckoned with. Its eyes, sharp and focused, missed nothing as it navigated the forest. It was on a mission, driven by an ancient instinct that pulsed through its veins. The forest seemed to part before it as if acknowledging its dominion. Their paths converged, a collision course set in motion. The Bloop and the great Majá, two titans from different realms, were drawn to each other by an invisible force. The air was thick with tension, the world holding its breath in anticipation of the inevitable clash. It was a meeting of legends, a confrontation that would shake the very foundations of the earth and sea, the Pacific Ocean, now a battleground for titans. The water churned and frothed as the two giants approached each other, their roars echoing across the waves. The sky darkened as if the heavens themselves were preparing for the monumental battle. The Bloop's roar was a challenge, a declaration of its dominance over the sea. The great Majá responded with a hiss, its scales shimmering in defiance. The Bloop, with a roar that shook the heavens, unleashed a torrent of water, a tidal wave of destruction. The waves surged forward, a wall of liquid fury aimed directly at the great Majá. The force of the water was immense, capable of leveling anything in its path. The Bloop's eyes gleamed with a primal satisfaction, confident in its ability to overwhelm its opponent. The great Majá, scales shimmering, met the wave head-on. It did not flinch or falter, standing its ground against the oncoming deluge. The water crashed against its body, but the great Majá remained steadfast, its scales deflecting the brunt of the impact. It was a testament to its resilience, a creature that could withstand the fury of the sea itself. A blinding light, a deafening roar. The clash of the titans reached its zenith, an explosion of energy that lit up the sky and shook the earth. The force of their collision was felt for miles, a shockwave that rippled through the ocean and the forest alike. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated power, a testament to the might of these legendary creatures. The world held its breath. In the aftermath of the clash, a tense silence fell over the land and sea. The fate of the titans hung in the balance, their forms obscured by the dust and debris of their battle. It was a moment of suspense, a pause in the chaos as the world waited to see which of these legendary beings would emerge victorious. The air was thick with anticipation, the outcome uncertain. Section 5. Silence after the storm. The world watched in horror and fascination as news reports showed grainy footage of the battle. Then silence. An eerie quiet descended upon the planet. The Bloop, the great Majá, both vanished. Had they destroyed each other or retreated back to their domains, wounded but alive? Section 6, Scars on the Earth. Expeditions were immediately dispatched. Scientists, explorers, adventurers, all drawn to the mystery.
The evidence was there. A trail of destruction across the Pacific, sunken islands and atolls reduced to rubble. The ocean floor scarred and gouged.
Deep in the Amazon, the rainforest bore the wounds of battle. Trees lay flattened, their trunks bearing the imprint of the Bloop's immense bulk. The air was thick with the scent of salt and something ancient, something primal.
Section 7, Whispers in the Wind. Rumors began to surface.
Fishermen spoke of giant shadows moving beneath their boats. Tribespeople whispered of a serpent, larger than any they had seen before, its scales scarred, but its eyes still burning with an ancient fire.
Were these just stories born out of fear and imagination, or were they glimpses, fleeting but real, of the titans that clashed and survived? Section 8, The World After. The world, forever changed, learned to live with the knowledge that there were forces beyond its comprehension. The ocean, once a symbol of exploration and adventure, now held a new terror. The rainforest, once a place of beauty and life, now held a primal fear. Life, as it always does, went on, but the memory of the clash lingered, a reminder of the fragility of humanity and the awesome power of the natural world. Section 9, The Deep Still Calls. The Bloop, the great Majá, creatures of myth and legend, brought to life in a terrifying clash of titans. Their fate remains unknown, a mystery that continues to haunt our dreams and fuel our nightmares. But one thing is certain, the deep still calls and the jungle holds its breath. What other secrets lie hidden, waiting to be awakened?